Hi, I'm Carmen, owner here at A Yarn Story.
And I'm Kayleigh. I am a shop assistant here at A Yarn Story.
And welcome to the vlog.
Woo!
Woo! It's episode 2.
Yes, episode 2 in our first vlog.
Vlog. You know what? My phone doesn't want me to use that word.
Vlog.
Yeah.
Maybe we should start calling it a podcast.
Maybe we should call it a podcast. Just give up.
Yeah. We're trying to be very specific about our language, but
yes, because we like specific language.
Yeah.
It is sort of a thing of ours. Maybe we should.
But you know, language does change.
Language does change
based off of use.
Yeah. So we can get on board with the podcast.
Yeah. But this is not a philosophy of language podcast. You may have been confused.
It's a mostly knitting podcast. Although I'm sure we'll talk about other things along the way.
Yeah, definitely.
So yes, today we're going to talk about what we're knitting, what we want to be knitting, and might be knitting next.
Yep.
I'm going to talk a little bit about my trip to Cologne recently.
Yes. I was very jealous.
Yes, you came last year.
I did, and it was not as good apparently.
No, last year was not as good as this year.
Yeah.
By any means.
Yeah. And more just because there wasn't a lot of people there last year.
Like, last year was
H&H is
dead.
A good festival, but it is one of those things that...
I mean, I guess we could talk about that first then, since we're...
Yeah, already talking about it. Yes, how was your trip to Cologne?
It was great. So there's a big trade show called H&H. Still can't remember what the H's stand for. The second one is Handelarbeit or handicraft and something. Anyways, it's the big like textile stitching trade show in Europe. It's not just hand knitting yarn, it's sewing, all the needlecrafts,
fiber,
basically.
In general, lots of wool. I mean, there's lots of wool, but what I meant to say was fabric.
Yes, lots of fabric. Like the machinery as well, like big, like industrial size quilting machines, sewing machines, buttons,
huge amount of buttons,
snaps, like fasteners that you didn't know
were a thing.
Yeah.
Accessories, knitting accessories, bags.
I mean, just tools. You were like, didn't know I needed that, but very useful. And yarn. And so I went this year. Kayleigh and I went together last year. Yeah. But last year was the first year they'd done it since COVID, and it was really small.
Yeah, it was. It was too, I think it was one of those things where it was like people weren't sure whether or not it was going, and so lots of people, I think, made a last minute decision to go who did end up going. Yeah. And it was nice seeing those people.
It was nice seeing those people. Like we did some nice things. Yeah, definitely. You fell in love with 12 sweaters at Isager.
Yes, I did. Which I've like have all of the patterns and the yarn for, and I still haven't knit them.
You did one of them.
Yes, I did do one of them. Yes, yes. So I'm not as bad as I thought.
Basically, Susan's in the same boat. Yeah. She like tried on the entire rack. Basically, and she's got 4 patterns lined up that she wants to knit now. So yeah, this year was, in pre-pandemic years, I mean, it's massive. It's like 2 of the Cologne Messe halls, over 3 floors each, so it's like 6 floors of the convention center. Yeah. Last year it was like 2 floors.
1.5. Really.
I mean, really they could have put it on 1, but I think they were trying to spread it out.
Yeah.
Separate the sewing and the yarn. They kind of do that usually. This year it was 1 over 3 floors. Not packed floors, but they were full. The big vendors were back.
That's good.
Like there was Gutermann, who just has thread. Like sewing thread in all colors that you can imagine.
Was BC Garn there?
BC Garn was there.
Oh, really good.
Yeah. Who else was there? Well, Isager was there. We had a lovely chat with Marianne. I got to meet her and her husband. That was really fun. Oh yes, we got to hang out at Isager and meet Marianne.
Isager.
Is it? No, I don't know her last name.
Is it Isager or is it Isager?
I think in Danish like Isager or something.
Yeah.
I don't have any Danish skills.
Yeah, me either. That's alright. You can just say it the way that you want to say it.
Yes. We got to meet her and her husband, and we got to try on like garments at the booth. And I might have ordered some more yarn. Like topped up on stuff that we love. Yeah. But we are adding the Eco Soft
to
the range, which I know we looked at last year.
Yeah.
but decided on the Eco Baby.
Yeah, I really like the Eco
instead.
Baby still,
No, we will still keep the Eco Baby,
Yeah.
but we're getting the Eco Soft because there's some really lovely patterns,
Oh,
particularly Levitate by My Favorite Things, which I think is a
cool.
recent. It's like a ballerina wrap.
Yeah.
That both Susan and I tried on the sample. It fit both of us mostly, which is, it's like one of those weird patterns. It is sized, but she's also graded it. We were looking at it. She's graded it so that there's more ease in the smaller sizes and less ease in the larger sizes, which is actually very smart and will suit that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, because I never like doing as much ease as is recommended.
Yeah,
for the
I know what you
oversized
mean.
stuff.
Yeah.
So yes, so we saw them. We talked to, we ran into a bunch of friends. Like, we weren't there 5 seconds, and Melanie Berg was like, "Hi!"
Oh, really? Oh
yeah,
my gosh. That's great.
That was lovely.
Oh, that's
so I got
really
to chat
good that
with
you got to see her.
Who else did we
Super
see?
exciting.
We hung out with Kayleigh from Emily Folds all weekend.
Of course.
Really yarn shopping buddies.
Yep.
Lisa and Jackie and Jenny.
Really? They were all
from
there?
This
Oh
is
my
Knit
gosh.
and Townhouse.
That's fun.
Might
Little
have gone,
iKnit 7 party.
yeah, might have also gone for a drink at an Irish pub.
Oh, really? That's so funny. Yeah.
Because when one travels from Ireland to Germany,
Right.
one goes to an Irish pub. Mika Salt and Stones.
Okay. Yeah.
And her friend Lena, who owns a yarn shop in the Netherlands, the name of which I have now completely forgotten. But she specializes
in Amsterdam, or is it somewhere
it's
else?
not in Amsterdam, it's outside.
Okay.
But she specializes in like rare breed, like breed specific,
Oh,
really
very
sheepy
cool.
yarn. She spins
wow.
a lot.
Yeah.
Sounds like a very lovely shop.
Yeah.
I
wonder if that's is it in Groningen? No. There's a cool knit shop in Groningen that I've never been to, but I am jealous that I've never been to it. Very sad.
I do follow her on Instagram now. I can find it. I just I got back at 1:30 this morning.
Yes.
So
yeah, it is this morning. Oh my gosh.
brain is like not quite caught up with me. But we saw other people who I now can't remember. Oh, we saw Alex.
Yep, Alex was there. I saw
Cindy
her.
from Lina.
Oh, okay.
Hannah-Lisa from Making Stories.
Lots of friends.
Lots of friends. Oh, Isabel Kramer.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. Like people were really like back out and
That's really
shopping and talking to,
That's
talking
really
to each other,
exciting.
which was really nice.
Yeah.
There were some other people who I just missed. I saw photos that they were there, and I just missed them, which was a bit sad. But yeah, it was really lovely. I have bought more yarns.
Yes, I was going to say, can you tell us about them? No.
No.
Secret yarn.
Secret. We will tell you about them. We'll show them to you when they arrive. But
I haven't even heard of them.
No.
I know nothing.
No, Susan and I are the only ones that know. And Kayleigh, because she was there. Except for, well, Eco Soft is going to be in stock.
That's awesome.
Shortly from...
And what's the color range on that? Is that their neutrals?
It's neutrals,
Oh,
yeah.
great.
So it's all undyed stuff. So it's basically
yeah.
like cream to brown.
Oh, cool.
Everything in between. That, and then I've upped the color range we're taking on Spinny in particular. For some patterns. I mean, kind of because like I selfishly need some of those colors for patterns I want to do, which I'll talk about later. So yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, so it was really good. Good fun.
Good.
And watch this space for more yarns.
Yeah.
What'd you do this weekend?
What did I do? I hung out with Peaches.
Oh yes, Kayleigh's Peaches sitting. Thanks,
Yep.
Kayleigh.
Yep. So Peaches and I went to the park quite a lot.
She was so sleepy.
Yeah, she was very sleepy, and also yesterday she was in such a mood.
Oh.
She was being an absolute diva. But I think it was, you know, understandable.
I think she was like, Mom's been gone long enough.
Yeah, exactly. I think she like wanted her routine back and all of that kind of stuff.
Oh.
But she was still good, even though she was being a diva. She was just doing that thing where she decides that she would like to stop walking. And just stand there like a statue.
She does do that.
Yeah.
Right? She's like, nope.
Nope, I'm done.
I'm done.
I'll just stand here for a while.
Did you have decent weather this weekend?
It was on and off, but yesterday afternoon was really nice. So we spent basically the entire afternoon in the park, and I think that's probably why she was so tired.
Yeah.
Because she was just like, when are we leaving? I've been here for like 4 hours. I can leave now.
Yeah, she does get like that. She's not a dog that wants to be outdoors all the time.
Yeah. I think she likes her sniffing, and she likes her, you know, when she sees other dogs going up to them, seeing what's up, but is kind of ready to go when she's ready to go.
You got to spend her birthday with her.
Yes.
I did.
And that was, she got lots of little treats.
Aww.
I gave her one of her rawhide bones.
Oh. Did she eat it?
She did. Which I was surprised by.
Yeah, because she's been off those for a while.
Yeah. Well, I think it was Anna. Anna convinced her. She pitched it to her.
Gotcha. Anna's a convincing one.
Yeah, she is. But yeah. So that was my weekend. It was good.
Awesome. Did you get knitting done? I mean, you finished this. Since,
I finished this.
So let's talk about your finished object.
Yes, so it is. I'll stand up so you can see it. Ta-da!
Yay!
It is The Shift Again by Andrea Mowry. And it is a cardigan that is knit in the round and steeked.
Yeah.
My first steeking.
Do you want to sit down so they can see your face?
Oh, yeah. I was just showing off the colors.
I know. I love the buttons you've chosen.
Yeah, I know. And I like the little red that I added.
They're really cute.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
They
like blend, like on camera, it kind of just looks like turquoise buttons, but up close.
Yeah, let's see if we can see them.
You know, go right up.
There you go.
Yeah.
You really get a detailed shot there.
They're very pretty.
Yeah. But yeah, I loved the pattern. It was super quick to knit, and I did it as part of the Cal for a yarn story, which we do kind of like every kind of whenever we want to do one.
Yeah, we're talking about Spincycle. We just need to pick a pattern.
Yeah. Maybe there'll be some exciting patterns coming out though.
Maybe. Actually, one of them I'm talking about actually could make a good cow.
Yeah. Ooh, there you go.
Maybe. We'll see. Take a boat.
Yeah. If there's any exciting sweaters that you want to knit, or I guess it doesn't have to be a sweater. We've been in a sweater phase though.
We have been in a sweater phase.
Yeah.
Massive
I
sweater
feel
phase.
like everyone has though too.
Yeah. Oh, it's like an industry trend for sure.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen the shawls sort of like come and go, and
shawls are huge.
We're doing color work,
lots
of mosaic color work, but you know, color work wasn't what it is now.
Yeah.
When I started the shop, and
you
know, we stopped fading speckles as
yes.
much as we were for a while.
Yeah.
Everything comes and goes.
It does.
In circles. Much like flared jeans.
Yes, they are. I used to live in flared jeans. And
I have a pair again. I'm so happy.
I still don't have one because I'm like, I feel like I am too short. I need to wear heels for these.
See, they so work for me.
Yeah, they work for you.
And I found a pair that were like actually long enough. But I remembered why they were annoying this week because it was raining a lot.
Oh, yes.
And they're long enough, which just means that like my pant was like soaking from the bottom up, and I was like, oh yeah. That was irritating in the 90s too.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yep.
Look good in the dry though.
Yes, they do. Yep. But I remember that with my Converses, my wet Converses, my wet jeans.
So, did it rain a lot where you grew up?
Yeah. I mean, it rained kind of in a normal temperate climate way.
Okay.
Not as much as here. And not as much as some other places I've been, but...
Okay. I mean, yeah, Oregon rained a lot, although also not as much. Or, in my recollection, it was also not as much as here.
Bath is, like, particularly rainy, though. Sheffield is not nearly as rainy as Bath.
Oh, really?
And it's because it all gets dumped on Manchester and doesn't make it across the peaks. So Rhode Island's a bit more like Sheffield.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Anyway... Back to the pattern. So I used Opus and dyed in the wool, so Walcot Opus and Spincycle dyed in the wool, and I used it in the Opus is in Cove, and then the 3 skeins of Spincycle I used were Rusted Rainbow, which has the red here, and then Bright Idea and Every Rose.
Very Kayleigh palette.
Definitely. Yeah. I think I like asked people to vote on Instagram, like because I was deciding between Every Rose or Ghost Ranch, because I found this really awesome skein of Ghost Ranch, and it would have been like moodier with the Ghost Ranch, and everybody was like, yeah, do the Ghost Ranch one, and I was like, no. I'm not going to. I was like, why did I ask them to vote? I just decided.
It's always like that, though. Yeah. You're like, come on, audience, pick what I want.
Yeah,
you're like,
exactly. But I think it actually did make it clear to me which one I actually wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I saw that everybody was like, the Ghost Ranch one, I was like, I don't want to do that one.
That's not actually what I want. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it's helpful to talk to people about your projects.
Definitely.
We're going to vote on a hat.
Yes, we are. Yeah. Stay tuned.
Yeah. All right, so what are you knitting at the moment?
I'm knitting I'm trying to finish the Trinigan.
Oh yes, you showed that off last time.
I have it here in my camera. I have finished one sleeve from last time.
Wow.
Yep, so that's what I was knitting this weekend. I was knitting, watching Scandal and Peaches at the same time.
What season of Scandal are you on?
Oh, I started it over again. I've seen it all.
Well,
yeah.
No, it is one of the very few shows where I've ever stopped before the very end, because I was like, you've jumped the shark like so far.
Yeah, yeah. It is wild. Like going back to the beginning and being like, oh, this was the beginning? This is how it started?
This is how it started, and it was so good.
Yeah, exactly.
So good.
And then like by like season 4, it was like, whoa, what? What is going
happening?
On?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen Scandal, you should watch it, because it is still like,
it is a good show.
Yeah. Shonda Rhimes, so.
Yeah.
But this is my one sleeve done.
That is lovely. It still doesn't read very well
no,
on
it
camera,
doesn't.
Unfortunately.
I think it'll look better once it's too blocked.
Oh yeah. I didn't realize it was short sleeved.
It's like kimono lengths, like 3/4 sleeves.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, it'll block down a little bit.
Yeah, it'll block down a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then it has this like ribbed band that goes that way. And it's open rather than buttoned.
Love it.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a second sweater in like a week.
I know. Well, I started this at Christmas.
I know, but you know.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm quite happy with it so far. It does, you can still at least see the color changes a little bit there.
Yeah, you can.
But yeah, it doesn't. There we go. There we go. That's focusing on now. You can see that a bit better now. It's so funny though, because I have now a Trinigan, a shift again, a shift cowl, and sorry, and I think I'm gonna do another shift again, or no, shift cowl.
Yeah.
And I think I'm just gonna be like this pattern, like my entire wardrobe is just this pattern.
Have you done the hat?
No, I'm thinking about doing that.
You should do the hat. I've done 3 hats. It's great.
Yeah.
I think there's socks too, aren't there?
Yeah. Oh, wait, is there socks, or is it a...
I don't know why she hasn't done socks if there's no socks.
Yeah, I know, right? Jeez. But, yep, so that'll be my style for the rest of the year.
Love it.
But I like it. This is totally different though than this.
Even
though it's like sort of similar stitch pattern.
Yeah, that looks more honeycomb.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But that one is slip stitch, whereas this one isn't.
Is this one not?
Nope. These are little pearl bumps.
Oh yes, but the in-betweener slips.
Nope.
Aren't they? Oh no, it's actual color work.
Yeah, it's actual color work.
Oh,
which
I hadn't realized.
Everyone in the cowl was surprised by. We all started and we were like, I thought this was slip stitch. Because her shifty is, and the shift cowl. Huh. But shift again is not.
I really hadn't realized that.
Yeah, so it's proper color work.
Okay.
And it's really interesting. We had one person on the cowl, and it was her first time doing color work.
Okay.
And it was recommended to her in shop because we thought it was slip stitch, and we were like, so it will give you confidence to like handle 2 yarns, but like you're not really using 2 yarns at the same time. And then she started knitting, and she was like, oh, it is color work. And we're like, oh yeah, it is. Good luck. But hers is beautiful.
I'm sure you were like, good luck. Sorry about that.
Sorry about that. Yeah. No, we chatted through it with her, and I think she knit a lot in her life. It's just that she hasn't.
I think that's one of those really tricky things, though. It just with talking to customers in the shop sometimes is, I mean, we can't know the details of every single pattern.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's why we recommend certain designers, and you'll see us talking about the same designers regularly because we've gotten to know them. We like the way they write their patterns.
Definitely.
We think they're easy to follow.
Yeah. And Andrea Mowry is really good for that.
Yeah, she's great for that. And but you know, sometimes we get it wrong because we haven't read the entire pattern yet.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not available yet.
Yeah, it's not available yet. I mean, we decided to do the cowl too, like before she had only released the picture.
Yes,
the one
that's
of
true.
the
Yeah.
shoulder.
Yep.
So before it was even available to look at.
We couldn't even, we didn't know.
I didn't even know until I cast it on. And then I was like, oh, okay. I guess I'm doing color work on this cowl.
We're highly prepared around here.
But I mean, that's the thing. I think on the first day of the cowl too, like my welcome email, I said like, oh, before you start, like make sure you do your swatch and read through the pattern. And then on the first day of the cowl, I was like, I haven't read through the pattern.
Always do as we say and not as we do.
Yeah. But I did do a swatch, which I was proud of.
Yes, you do. I still have that kicking about somewhere. It's very cute. I think you're going to live in this.
Yes. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I've gotten lots of compliments on it so far.
Of course you have. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yay.
We love an FO. I thought I was going to come back from Germany with almost an FO, but I really didn't knit very much.
Yeah. Well, what are you working on?
Yes, so I am working on... I haven't done a thing on my Camisole number 4.
Oh, right, yeah.
Time. Because I was with family the whole time, like I wasn't at a point where I could
really
stitch and talk at the same time, especially because like the pattern and my knitting is in English in my head. I was speaking in German the whole time. That was just too much for my brain to handle. So I still just have to like a bra-like looking thing.
Yeah.
Will turn
I love
into
the
a
color
top.
though.
The color is amazing.
Yeah. What
literally
a Carmen color.
As I'm working with it, like the yarn just keeps getting better.
Yeah.
This is the Knitting for All of Pure Silk.
Yeah.
And this is the My Favorite Things Knitwear number 4 Camisole. So I'm gonna try and get that done, or get moving on that over Easter weekend.
Oh, nice.
Because I have a technology-free weekend planned.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Very excited.
That's really something that everybody needs to do.
Yes, I feel like I need to.
Yeah.
If I say no for 4 days, then I could just switch my brain off completely. Because otherwise I'm like, oh, but I could just do that one email.
Yeah.
I just need to fix that one thing on the website.
But you need to enjoy Easter break.
Yeah. So I've got that. Do you have a second project? Or are you just working on that?
I'm just working on that.
This is why you're getting things done. So my second active whip, and so this I cast on the plane on the way there. I was like, great, this is going to be it, because it's like a little t-shirt.
Oh, nice.
I thought this I can do in the round while I'm talking to people. But I cast it on, arrived, and I was like, I think this is going to be too big.
Oh, interesting.
Because it's a little bit deceptive. And now I've forgotten the name
yarn.
of the pattern. It's a Julie Knits in Paris pattern. It's a t-shirt. She designed it in a mohair.
Okay.
I will link the name of it in
our
our show notes.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm using a different yarn, which I will tell you about, because this is going to be new to the shop very shortly. And you're supposed to use a contrast, like just a plain old fingering weight, like merino or something, for the collar to like hold it together, basically.
Right, and then it's like quite sheer, right?
Yeah. So the mohair version is really quite sheer. This yarn is not so much, but I didn't have time to like find the yarn to go with it. So I was like, it'll be fine. I'll cast on under that and then I'll like pick up stitches later. I'm not entirely sure. All right, so this is the fabric.
Yeah, Cloud 9.
Cloud 9. It is a 70% silk, 30% merino, blown yarn.
It's really cool.
So it looks, I don't know.
I think you can maybe see it better in the skein.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's gonna focus it.
No, it won't.
Okay, well.
What about like in the ball? Yeah, there we go.
Okay, maybe you can see that.
Yeah.
So it's very fuzzy. It's extremely lightweight.
Yeah.
And because it's 70% silk, it's not gonna be super warm.
No.
So it's gonna be like a light spring summer t-shirt.
It is so
It's so
lush.
soft. It's so lovely to knit with. I am motoring along, so I recast it on.
I like these.
I knit most of this over the last like 2 days.
That's
and,
awesome.
Yeah.
Maybe, I mean, so you then you pick up for the collar.
Yeah, but I don't know. We'll see what happens with the collar. I might be like, Amanda, help.
Yeah. I actually think maybe it could be, because that's the shoulder there.
Well,
right?
No, I mean, yeah, that is the shoulder.
Like that's like this is supposed to be here, and it's just gonna be like
yeah,
a
that's the
boat
neck.
necky.
I don't know. This is why I'm not a designer. And I was like, I don't have time to find yarn that goes with it, so I'll just take this and I'll figure it out along the way. Again, do as we say, not as we do. It's all fine. Yes, this is from Urban Purl. And this is going to be an exclusive to Yarn Story.
Ooh, special.
Yeah, it's a 4-ply, sort of technically, I think. I've got it on a 5mm needle. I think this is just gorgeous for like a light open sort of airy fabric. We should have this before the end of the month.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
yeah,
that's
we'll
so
have
exciting.
it in April still.
Oh yay.
So
save your pennies.
Yes, save your pennies. Yeah, it's 70% silk, so it is.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
And
it's really nice.
I got a skein of that.
You did get a skein of that for dog sitting.
I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it yet.
I mean, I think you could actually probably get one of the like Jessie May little bralettes.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that. Yeah, yeah.
Because there's a lot of yardage. Cool. I have 4 skeins kicking about for this. I don't think I think I might just 2 and a bit.
Because if it's fingering weight, then it's going to be, because they're 100-gram skeins, right?
They're 50 grams.
50, okay.
Because they're really light.
Oh yeah, that's right. There's 200 meters, I think, in it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a ball band with me.
Yeah.
So yeah. So those are the 2 things that I'm working on.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
I like them both.
Thanks.
They're going to be good for
something.
Yeah, they're going to be good for summer.
Yeah. All right. So, what else would you like to be knitting?
Yes. So I picked out 3 patterns. The first is Claret by Thea Coleman. I've been really wanting to do. I've kind of fell out of love with cables because I find them annoying, but I love the look of them, and I find them a bit annoying to do. But now I've gotten better at cabling without a cable needle, and I think it goes way faster.
Yeah.
So, and this one, it has cables in it, but they're not like really thick, complicated ones. Okay. We'll link this as well and put in a picture.
Yes, that was very good feedback. We're here for the feedback, seriously. Yes. Jen, Kayleigh's mom, said you could insert photos of the patterns you're talking about. And I was like, that's a really good idea.
Yes, so here we will insert photos.
It'll be in front of us, we'll be talking behind it.
Yes, there we go.
I don't know, that's like definitely next level editing. I'll sort it. No, I'm sure all the other like blogs do that.
I have faith in you. But yes, so I picked out some yarn for it. I have some shelter at home, Brooklyn Tweed shelter, that I've been trying to figure out. My mom actually gave it to me because
we brought home at like Christmas or something.
Because she her stash is gigantic, so she was like, please take some
here on our vlog.
That's all right. There's no shame in having a gigantic stash.
But when you gift it to your daughter.
Exactly. So I think I'm gonna do it in shelter, but
speaking of, someone thought I was your mom today.
Oh, yeah. It was interesting.
It was awkward.
Yeah. But I think it must be. I have no idea which way to think about this, because either it's insulting to me because apparently I look like I'm like 14 or something, or it's insulting to Carmen because she does not look like she should have a 30-year-old daughter.
That's very, yeah, it was an interesting moment. In fairness, neither of us looked like this earlier today.
No, we didn't. We glammed up for you guys.
We did. Alright, continue to your actual mom. And the yarn she gifted you.
So, I think I'm going to do it in shelter. I love shelter, and I don't have a sweater in it yet. I have 2 in loft, which is the kind of sister yarn.
Yes.
And shelter is by Brooklyn Tweed. Let's see if that focuses. No, yes, no. Anyway, that's Brooklyn Tweed. We'll link to them as well, or link to them in our shop as well.
Yes.
So that you can see them.
Obs.
Yep. And I think these 3 colors are gorgeous. So maybe one of those.
I'm just gonna hide behind you.
So there's blanket for it, long johns, and wool socks. So long johns is this lovely red one. Then blanket for it is the purple one in the middle, and the wool socks is that kind of rusty orangey red. And that's one I think I'm going to do it in.
Of course it is. I think it'd be interesting to see you in a purple finally.
Yes, I actually really like purple. And I don't have enough.
You never wear it.
in purple.
No.
I mean, I have Arbor, a sweater in Arbor, and that
Yes,
really
you
plummy
do.
purple.
You know what? That sweater I always think is store-bought.
Yeah.
Like, it's so
It's gorgeous.
well knit.
Yeah.
And it's just...
Well, this pattern is amazing.
Yeah.
It's like way easier than it looks, although it is seed stitch, so you feel like...
Otherwise known as moss stitch.
Yes, exactly. So that's one option, but I've been wanting to use this yarn since like forever. And so this might also be an option, which is Julie Asselin's what is it called? Nurtured. Yes. And
labels in it as opposed to the yarn.
oh, there we go. Yeah.
We're
hiding behind the yarn to see if it's focusing.
We'll get better at this.
Yeah, we are. There we go. There it's focused. So this one, the reason I am a bit obsessed with this is hopefully you were able to see a little bit of it, but the yarn is like really cool.
Oh, there
basically, it's got such complex colors in it, and like the more you look at it, the more colors you see.
Yeah.
I think it's like fascinating.
Yeah, it is. It's it has a lot of like subtle complexity that does not show up on any photographs online.
Yeah.
It's definitely one you have to like put in proper light in the shop too.
And like just stare at it because it's amazing. Like
it is.
This one that is Court Point has, it like reads gray, but it's like got pinks and purples and greens and blues, black, cream in it. It's like, and then the Dew, which is also this is the one I like absolutely love, is like it reads kind of
pastel for you.
Yeah, exactly. I don't really do pastel.
There's a mirror over there she's looking at. She's just like turning to the wall.
Turning to the wall and looking. That was weird. Oh well. Anyway, the Dew is really, really nice. It's got like greens and pinks and whites and grays in it. And then the Nurtured in Green Mountain. It's also gorgeous with like some navy. It's like more of a foresty green, I guess.
Yeah.
But
pretty.
it's got again like pinks and yellows and kind of really blue in it. Anyway, it's amazing yarn. I'm like really in love with it.
Mesmerized
I actually don't even need to knit anything in it. I could just like look at it and I'd be happy. So
there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. So yes, I would really love to do something in that, and I think a Thea Coleman pattern, and it would be amazing.
Yeah, it cables really well.
Yeah. So that's my first one. What about you?
Okay. You're not presenting to the class. The nuns aren't here.
Yes. I need to sit up straight.
And we do need to sit up
Clear
straight.
my voice.
Yeah, okay.
And project.
Just to the microphone in the camera.
Yeah.
Like, not to the back of the classroom.
We had a, in high school we had a, it was like a, there was a big theater component. I wasn't like in the theater thing, but we had like a big theater instructor who had like such a personality.
Okay.
And I just feel like she was always like that, like stand up straight and project.
Yes. Yeah, projecting has never been my problem.
Yeah.
I used to get in so much trouble for being too loud
Really?
in the classroom. I spent like all of grade school being told to be quieter. Like that I was talking too loud and talking too much.
That I can see that.
Yeah. That's my childhood trauma right there.
Yeah, and now you've moved to a country where everybody whispers.
Yes, everybody's quiet. Yeah, and I'm very conscious of being like the loud American. So I've definitely like toned my
It is so true
volume
though.
down.
England is so weird about that. I'm like, why are you all whispering?
That's very true. It is a it's much. I do a lot more of like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, I'm sorry, what?
I'm gonna need a hearing aid here than I do anywhere else.
It's not even your accent, it's just like you are whispering.
Yes. Yes.
Anyways, yeah. So what is
what
your...
Yeah, so I also massively fell in love with a couple of Isager patterns at H&H. I've been wanting to do like something with their yarns, and I just can't decide, like, because there's too many choices. I get very like, I want to do it all. So I'm going to do, well, actually I'm gonna have a sample maker do this.
Ooh, that's very nice. We all need a sample knitter in our life.
Well, you know, oops, yarn down.
Ooh, that's cool.
Right.
Are they going together?
Yeah. So I'm gonna do, is it Cafe Paradiso? Something Paradiso. My brain's really not with it. It's this lovely like striped sweater, but it's quite large stripes, but because you use, one of the stripes is like 2 colors, like the same color. Mm-hmm. And then the other one you use like tonal. Okay. So it looks like it's fading in the middle of the darker stripe.
Oh, that's interesting.
Sort of.
Yeah. So you don't hold them together? You
do hold them together.
Oh, okay.
But it like, I don't know, it gives this really cool little like fadey effect.
Okay. Nice.
Kind of like, you know, when your TV, I don't think TVs do this anymore. But
oh, yeah, fuzzy.
Yeah, when they went fuzzy.
Yeah. And you go, poof.
Yes. You change the dial.
Yeah.
Did you have a TV with an actual dial?
Yeah, and an antenna. We had an antenna on one of ours. Yeah, you had to,
my dad would be like, oh, right there, I can see the game.
Yeah, we had one of those.
And then you'd try to go sit back down and be like, no, back.
No. Somebody just needs to stand next to the TV the entire time.
Okay, never actually had to stand next to the TV the whole time. But
something about the electricity.
Yeah, like, I'm a good conductor of the airwaves. Okay, we digress again. Yeah. So it is 3 colors of Isager, and it is using Spinni, which is lace weight, focus there. It is a lace weight wool. It's woolen spun, which means it's going to get softer with time. So it's that alongside Isager's alpaca one, which is a lace weight and pure alpaca. So soft. So that's held together. I haven't actually decided yet if I'm going to use 2 or 3. So this is 3S and this is 2S.
I see. Okay.
We don't have the other ones in stock. Like it's in the order that I've placed. I'm gonna have to see which one I like better in daylight. Yeah.
I kind of like the 2 different ones held together.
Yeah, I could do that, but I don't know if it's too much then. Yeah. So then the stripe that has this like sort of fuzzy effect, I think in the original pattern it's like navies or like the dark gray and black sort of. But I am going to do this coral color, number 19 in the Spinni, along with number 17, which is like this magenta Carmen
pink. Almost a Carmen pink.
Yeah. Together. Which I think will be quite funky.
I think it'll be cool.
So it'll be like gray and pink. And yep, I'm giving that one to a sample knitter because I just don't have time, but I really want the sweater, and it'll be a good shop sample.
It will be a really good shop sample. Yeah. I feel like that's the thing. So many of the Isager yarns, because you have so much like choice in terms of your combinations, you really need to see them knit up because the fabrics can be so different and so interesting.
So different. Yeah. And you know, I know that I've been working with them for a while. I know the brand for a while. We've mixed yarns in here for a really long time.
We love doing that.
But you know, people put different combinations together, and so on the Isager stand and all the samples, there were just combos I hadn't really thought of. And it's different too. Like we have a lot of swatches, but it also is different in a whole garment. Yeah.
We need to do a trunk show with them.
Yes. We also have that other idea that we haven't. Yeah.
That we won't tell you about yet.
So your next project.
So my other idea that I have is called, I'm going to look it up real quick. It's the Vejers sweater by Camilla or Camilla Vad. And it's gorgeous.
Insert photo here.
Yes, insert photo here. It's got this like really beautiful color work going on. It does. It's like the way that she has it in the sample is like all it's like stunning. A subtle fade. Yeah. So I think it would be good with, of course, Dream State.
Of course.
Spincycle Dream State.
You love Spincycle. We all love Spincycle.
Or actually no, it's not Dream State. It's Dyed in the Wool.
Oh yes,
because
that's right.
I thought it was a worsted weight pattern, but then I looked at the details and it is sport.
It's good to look at the details of the pattern, as we determined earlier.
Yes. So it's which is also great because we could use it with Opus. I love an Opus Dyed in the Wool little combo. Yes.
What you're wearing.
Yes, exactly. But this is one of the color options that I chose.
Good color option.
That one is Water Witch in Dyed in the Wool and Greenery. Yes. I have like all of the origin color names like in my head right now for some reason. But I think that was actually really cool.
Well, we were also playing with those.
Yeah.
The origin colorways.
We were. I picked out another sweater that I won't talk about here yet.
No. We have lots of secrets.
Yes, we have a lot of secrets.
All will be revealed at some point.
Another one I was thinking was Plum.
Oh,
this
that's
is
very like
moody.
on, like tonal.
Yeah.
You are in a purple mood.
I am.
Behind that.
So Plum and Never Weary.
Yeah. It's not quite focusing.
Is it not?
There we go.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yes. So that would be another option. I think that
Love
one would be really cool.
That would be really pretty.
Especially because I feel like the fade is like quite a subtle fade, and this one has like, yeah.
Yes.
It's a little bit more subtle than like loads of colors going on.
Yeah. I agree. It's more of a tonal Spincycle color.
And then I feel like this one.
Oh, I think Fiona.
Yes, I think Fiona will probably have to do this. So we have Stay Ready. Yes, Stay Ready and
Stormcloud.
Yeah,
that's lovely.
I always want to call it Castle Rock or whatever it was
because the old color.
The old color. Yeah, Stormcloud. But this is a beautiful gray too.
It is a beautiful gray.
I think that would be really cool.
That would be really pretty. Yeah. I think that suits that pattern.
Yeah, I think it really suits that pattern.
Yeah.
So that is a big contender actually. And I don't have
also
like
very
gray.
Different from yeah, you don't have any, you never wear gray.
Yeah, I never wear gray. And I don't know why I like gray. It would look good on me.
It would look
what
good
wouldn't look good on me?
I mean, that's an excellent point.
Pastels don't look good on me. But
me neither.
Yeah.
I think pastels are hard to wear.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you need to have
white
like
even is hard to wear. That's why I have like the bright earrings.
I think you need to be like quite tan or like beautiful black skin. But yeah.
We do not.
Which we don't.
Either of those things going on right now.
We've got peachy white skin.
Peachy pale British winter skin.
Yeah. So yeah. But I do think that would be really nice. That would be gorgeous. Excellent. There's just too many things to knit though, Carmen.
There is. Okay, the other one that, this is one I'm like, why do I want to start this now? It's like a very wintry sweater.
Is it? Perfect. Yeah. Maybe it's an end of summer sweater then. In terms of knitting.
Yeah, it is a PetiteKnits. It's called Sycamore. It's from the, was it from the Botanica collection from Isager? Okay. I don't remember.
Oh yes, I remember when she did that.
It's the one with like the sort of slices of color.
Cool.
And they had a really interesting version on the booth. So this is not really going to make a ton of sense. I spent quite a bit of time on the booth putting this together though.
Oh, that's really cool.
So, and I hope I'm remembering this correctly.
Why have I never thought about putting those two together?
I don't know. I might have, no, this is definitely what, because I wrote it down. Anyways, Spinni held with, so Spinni 44 held with silk mohair number 44.
Love that.
And it's like this bright cobalt blue, the Spinni at least.
Cookie Monster blue?
Yep, Cookie Monster blue. It's not focusing. Don't know why. Come on. Anyways, trust me, it's beautiful. There we go. And it's a slightly lighter, like, blue in the mohair. And then
this is also cool too. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so then these like slivers, you really like marl a bunch of colors together.
Oh, awesome.
And they had it on like a cream background, right? But I like, okay, yes, I'm wearing the white hoodie, but I shouldn't really wear this much white cream next to my face. It makes me quite pale. So this is gonna look like a jumble. I'm gonna use number 16, number 19, and then we don't have in stock the other color, but this is similar. This is a meadow color.
Oh, nice.
So it's a bit brighter. And then
kind of all twisted together then.
Yes, and then it gets color 66 in mohair.
Oh my gosh.
With it.
That's cool.
I think it's a little hard to picture in this. This looks like a jumbled mess. And then it will be,
I mean, I'm here for it.
Like, with this as the main.
You're like,
it's
colors of the pond with a really bright sunset behind it. There we go.
Unless I have messed up my notes, because I did.
No, I think that's cool.
But I think this is.
I think it's got potential.
Yeah.
I would be interested
this.
to see what that would look like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, do swatch.
Yeah, I'll swatch it first before I like venture down this sweater route.
Love it.
Yeah, but it's very wintry.
That's really different.
Like quite a thick sweater because I think it's like because
yeah. I mean, that's going to be like what, a worsted?
Yeah. So I think it's
Darren?
2 strands of the Spinni plus 1 mohair for the
Okay,
main.
yeah.
Because you got to match gauge.
The weights, yeah.
Right? So, yep. All right, you had a third project you picked out.
I did. Let me look it up. So
do you want me to
can
talk
edit
about mine?
it.
Or
what was it? Oh yes. I thought this was not that one. This was interesting. It's called the Groningen Pullover.
oh.
And it's this kind of rib sweater with a collar.
Okay.
We'll
put a photo up.
Yeah. And I've never knit a collar before, so I think
Okay.
it could be quite cool. But it's
It looks like a really work sweater.
yeah,
Like you put it on with some black trousers and that's your like
yeah, that's your
office
look.
wear.
Yeah. So I thought it was cool and really comfy looking.
It does look comfy.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I would do it with negative ease or with positive ease, to be honest. I think probably with positive ease. But I wouldn't want it super baggy. She's also, like, the model in it is, like, much bustier than I am. So we'll see how it is. But I was thinking, I've been really wanting to use this yarn. Ta-da!
Oh, Fino.
Fino. I think that would be cool in it. It could have a really nice drape.
So gorgeous.
So the yarn that it calls for in the pattern is, like, 100% alpaca, so I mean it's gonna have drape in it already. This doesn't have alpaca in it, but it's got
drapey. It's gorgeous. I love Fino.
it's got silk and cashmere and merino, so it's like so soft, so shiny. Also Julie's colors are as usual
gorgeous.
amazing.
Yeah.
So I also too now want to do something with just these 3 colors because I think I
good
really
combo.
like those combos.
Here.
So yes, there you go. So we have, what is it? Wendy, Pacific, and Opuntia. Opuntia? Opuntia?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't speak French.
I don't speak French either.
So, yes, I'm thinking of one of the 3 of these. Although now I want to do like a shawl in this.
Yeah, I want to
Or
do
something.
that. That's a really good color combo. I like that a lot.
So that's what I'm thinking.
This is the danger of like playing with all the yarn.
I know.
Is then we're like, oh, but that would be good and this would be good.
Yeah. Because I was in the shop on Saturday, I was telling a customer that, well, she was asking on prices and I knew, like, off the top of my head what the price was around, and I was like, I'm sorry, I'm really gonna have to look it up because I only work in the shop now 1 day a month. And she was like, oh really, what do you do, blah blah blah. And we got in this conversation and I was like, yeah, it's actually really dangerous working in the shop 1 day a month because you come in, you're like, oh my god, there's all these things I need to see, and oh my god, I need to like plan all these projects, and if you stay away you can like not do that.
Yeah, or if you're every day, like it kind of
it's
your everyday, so
it's
you
your
don't
everyday,
get quite-
so you don't get as excited. But yeah, so I was playing a lot with yarn on Saturday.
I do that too because I'm not in the shop as much anymore.
Yeah.
And when I come in, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I
And
miss
also,
that.
yeah, we've also like, Michelle's done a great job of like reorganizing and moving things around. I'm like seeing things that we've had and I'm like, oh my god, I forgot about that. Oh, I need that. I need to do something in that. So yes, the Fino is something I've always wanted to use and I think it would be really good.
I've used Fino a couple of times. I have a really beautiful wrap in Fino.
Oh, nice.
That is just...
Yeah, it would be a really good shawl, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
It'd be so comfy.
There's loads of 3-color shawls.
I know
out
there is.
Okay, well, we'll mull that one over.
Yeah.
So, and I want to knit up a hat really quickly because I'm going
nice.
to a camping event
Oh,
in a
right,
couple
yeah.
of weeks.
That'll be
I
fun.
feel like I need a new hat for that. So, I want to do the Spur Hat by...
It's a gorgeous, gorgeous pattern.
Oh, now I've forgotten her name. I'll put it in the show notes.
Yep.
Anna did this hat. It's actually, I saw it on Instagram like, I think before Christmas, and it looked like such an Anna hat, and I DM'd it to her. I was like, this is great. Gosh. And the next day she like grabbed the yarn and knit it, and she has one now. Because she knits all the hats. And I'm jealous because it's really cute. And I think it's designed in Mondim, and that's what Anna used, but I would like to use Preseli because I haven't actually used that yet. So here's where you guys get to vote, because I can't decide what color. I really would like to use the spearmint, but we think it's probably a bit pastel-y for me.
I feel like you can go either way. I think if you, you know what it is? I think it's the white throwing it off. Whereas if you wore like that color top with it would be like, yes.
I mean, I'm definitely not wearing a white hoodie camping.
Yeah.
That would be a bad idea.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm also going to wear the hat at other times, not just at this like one camping event.
Yeah.
And it's in Wales, and I'm going to it with Garthenor.
Right.
So,
that would be awesome. Yeah.
I feel like I want to make a Garthenor hat.
I also think that color.
So we also have Dragonfly.
I love Dragonfly.
Which is a deeper sort of teal. Focus.
I think my mom got a ton of that at Rhinebeck.
I feel like maybe she did. I mean, that's a very Carmen color.
I love that. It's a good palette.
Or Kettle. Kettle is one of those interesting colors. It's gray, but it's also green.
Yep.
But it's gray.
I feel like Fiona would say that that is not gray.
Yes, I agree. Fiona would say it's not gray. Most people would say it's gray.
Yeah.
And then it depends entirely on what light you're looking at it.
I love that color.
It's a good color.
You know who loves that color, though? Is Anna. That is an Anna color.
It is an Anna color. She's used this a couple times, I think.
Yep.
I feel like she used that in the, oh, what's that sweater called?
Having a good day for sweaters.
I am too tired. It's usually my specialty is like recalling the pattern that everybody has knitted.
So not today. That's
not
all right.
Today. So yeah, feel free to.
That would also be a cool color combo.
Also be a great color combo. So feel free to let me know which color you think I should choose.
That one would be really good for that pattern in Alex's book.
The Troy?
No. Well, yes, it would be good for that. But no, the shawl pattern with the fringe. The one that Anna did do.
Oh, yes, the Tweed.
That's what I was thinking it was Tweed. Yeah.
See, I do know. Yeah, that would be really good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good shawl too.
Yeah.
I've stolen that shawl from Anna before. It's really nice. Yeah, I think I would use that. No, actually, I think I use that as the main, and those is the contrast. Yeah, that'd be good.
That's what I would do. Now I want to do that.
Crap. Okay, I think on that note,
yes,
we're gonna call it episode 2.
Yes,
and we'll be back in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, a couple of weeks. And if you have anything that you'd like to see, either in the shop or a pattern that you have like fallen in love with and want to share with us, put it in the comments, and we'll have a look. We love seeing new patterns.
Yeah, and we love picking out yarn for them, and we don't have time to knit everything, so we can vicariously
knit through you.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks very much, everyone. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes. Oh, nice one.
That's what we do as YouTubers now.
Yes, we do.
Bye.
Bye.